Hey, this is Mark Goldberg from Mark Vlogs Watches, and today we're going to discuss my strategy for dealing with the OCD of basically owning more watches than I can rotate and wear at any given time, right? So I keep most of them in my bank safety deposit box, but we're going to go upstairs in a moment and take a look at my watch winder. But first, a quick wristwatch check. Fooled you bastards! They're all upstairs. Let's go look. Boy, it has been a long time since the contents of this watch winder made me this happy. So we're going to take a quick look here. It's obviously a 4-watch winder. I got it from Brookstone with points. What I like about it is it's really quiet. And you can see all the little dip switches there on the left? Well, they allow me to determine how many turns per hour we get, and then the switch above that allows me to determine whether it's going the number 2 position there. Allows me to rotate it in both directions. The one to the right allows it to rotate in one, and then in the middle it doesn't rotate at all. Anyway, I kind of boogered up the way I said that, but hopefully you get the idea. But what I do is I tend to keep most of my watches in the bank, and I really only want to have 4 watches plus 1 shitter in the house at any one time, and the shitter is a G-Shock, and I sleep in it. But I want 4 good watches in the house only at one time, and if I have more than 4, I tend to frantically, rotate between them. I don't know which one I want to sleep in, and it just sends my OCD into overtime. This is a 44 millimeter Breitling. It is a world timer. It's the Galactic Unitime SleekT. It is a horrible name, but a gorgeous watch. And it has a tungsten carbide outer bezel, which is like super hard, and I've knocked it about and I have never scratched it. But I love being able to, at a glance, tell what time it is in all these different time zones. This is a chronograph. It's a Breitling Steelfish. It is good for, I don't know, I think it's 500 meters. When it stops spinning, we'll take a look. But it is a chronograph. And I really, you can see I have a thing for turning bezels. Most of my watches have them. This doesn't. And when I wear this watch, I always love it, but I always want to play with that bezel and feel like, there's no turning bezel. So I really have a thing for dive watches primarily. And that is why my chronograph is also a dive watch rather than a Navitimer or a Daytona. And here we have a Batman. And before you claim that I have a bezel fail going on here, remember this is a GMT watch, and I've turned it so that I didn't have to adjust the GMT hand. And right now I have a special someone who is traveling in Paris, and this allows me to track that time zone easily. And then here is maybe just, if I had to rescue one watch out of a burning building, this would be the one. I mean, I would say, I'll never let go, guys, and then I would push them off, and I would take this one. It's of course, the 44 millimeter Rolex James Cameron. That was the Batman right there, and I love that one dearly too. So that is what is in my watch winder these days. Now, you know what? I don't know how long it will be before I get bored and go to the bank box, but I have a rule set for myself, and that is if I'm going to the safety deposit box, and if I'm going to take one of these watches out that is in the box right now, one of these suckers is going in. I will not have more than what fits in this box at any given time. I would do a quick wristwatch check right now, but I'm not wearing a watch. And the reason is that I only have, I will only keep 4 watches in the house at a time, good ones anyway. And there's one on my wrist at all times, and that means there is a blank spot in the box. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this guy on, and then I'll give you the wristwatch check. We're back in the kitchen, and now it's time for that quick wristwatch check. Just like I said, it's the James Cameron.